Right guys, so this is the seated row. Now this is also another exercise that I see quite a lot of people not getting the most out of, and I guess looking to do the wrong sort of things just to move the weight from A to B. So you have different types of grips with this. Just a couple of examples. You have this one, which is obviously a little bit of a wider grip, and then we've got this one, which is obviously a bit of a closer grip. So the same principles apply to any of these grips, okay? Often with a close grip, people's focus is to, get it in as close as possible, but that's not always the most ideal situation for most of us due to our flexibility and ability to actually contract the muscle. So if we're coming in too close, what that tends to do is also then force us to follow with the shoulders, okay? Whereas when we're doing this movement, what we want to do is we want to pull in chest right out, elbows in line with the shoulders, maybe elbows a little bit back, and then control it on the way out. Okay, now this is going to create a lot more tension in the lats and the back, which is obviously what we're trying to target, rather than coming into this position and now the shoulders are actually taking a lot of that tension. Okay, so with regards to the grip, everybody's gym's different. Not everyone has the ability to have the choice. Personally for me, I think something around here, which is about shoulder width apart, as you can see, we've got that shoulder width apart, whereas with this, it's obviously nice and close. Both obviously do the job, but if you have the choice, I would opt for something that is in this position, because the wider the better to a certain extent, and obviously the grip is a lot easier to use. It allows you to come in nice and close whilst keeping the constant tension, and you don't have to force it in as much to get your hands into this position, whereas with a close grip you do have to come in quite close. So just remember, biggest point, you do not need to bring this all the way in. I'll show you an example. So when we're doing this, as we pull in, we're just going to come to this position here. Okay, so you'll see there's a few inches between my stomach and the actual handle itself. Hold that, feel the lats, and then control it on the way out. Okay, so whenever we're doing our row, I'm just going to change the angle a little bit so you'll be able to get a better idea. So whenever we're doing this movement, okay, it's really important, as we come in, chest right out, get that hold, elbows in line with the shoulders, feel that, control it on the way out, get that nice stretch, allow the shoulders to roll forward. Once your shoulders roll forward, as we come back, push the chest out, shoulders back, squeeze the back, okay, really feel that in lats, nice control on the way out, get that stretch if you wish, but make sure as we pull through, we stick that chest out. We keep that chest out until our arms are stretched, fully lengthened, and now we allow our shoulders to roll forward to get a little bit more of a stretch in the lats. Notice the back nice and straight, upright, chest out, and then control. So once again, the tempo is very important for this movement. Make sure you control it. It's really important to get that right. So like I say, whenever you're doing this movement, if you come in too close, your shoulders then push forward. It is possible to keep that chest right out, but you don't feel it as much in your back. Keeping that constant tension is more of an effective way. So by pausing there, not only are you creating the stability in your back, but you're also keeping that tension nice and controlled, like you can feel it in the back, which will allow you to get a better mind to muscle connection, which usually leads to, people getting a more effective workout. Once you come into that position, like one of my top tips is same with the lat pull down. When we come into this position, we hold here, try and drive them elbows round the back. Okay, it's not possible, you don't want to actually literally do it, but just almost imagine it, just squeeze the lats. You'll feel that squeeze in the lats, drive them elbows together, feel it, try not to actually physically put them together. You don't want them to actually move, you just want to almost like squeeze, almost try to pull them around, but don't actually move them. You just feel the back contract a little bit more. Some people can find that effective, some people don't. It's not always ideal for everyone. but it's something that you can use. So whenever you're doing a seated row, remember to keep that in mind, because that creates a much better contraction and more constant tension, and also you'll find a little bit more mind to muscle connection, which, like I say, leads to a more effective set and workout.